Sound DJs Groove Rider, Binny, Colin Favour, Jumping Jack Frost, Devious D, DJ Rap, Parks and Wilson and Smokey Joe.
A windswept, isolated field on the other side of the track from Crablington has been chosen as the venue for the latest youth craze.
The return of the beast.
The police view scenes like this with anxiety. They've seen them before, unlicensed gatherings on wasteland and in empty warehouses. 12 hours of non-stop frenzied dancing. You can't buy alcohol, it's frowned on, but the pushers are there and drugs change hands. It's a rave.
I'm well impressed. I think it's going to be a good night, yeah.
An all-night, it's an all-night rave, starting from about 9 in the evening, going all the way through to about 10 in the morning.
Why is there no trouble? This is not Saturday night at the club, you know.
But this party is legal. It's the third to be licensed by the local authority and monitored by the police in the past 7 months. More are planned.
I'm concerned about these raves. I think they're an attraction for possible drug pushers. I'm not saying here on the night because I know the police do a very good job, but certainly before the event takes place, I think that drug pushers are out and about. It's a mass of people all at once, and I think, you know, that granting a licence from our point of view, it seems to be a licence to the drug pushers, you know, and which is a threat to our youngsters, let's face it.
Dawn. 3 days to go and the first signs that a suspect underground culture could be gaining respectability. A portable warehouse suggests organisation and commercial interest. This rave isn't a sudden impulse affair. It's been planned and the motivation is profit. But suspicion and distrust have yet to be overcome.
There's nothing like this happens in the northeast, just clubs till about 2 o'clock in the morning. And lots of people travel away from the northeast every weekend to go to these events. So I thought, you know, I knew there was a demand for it in the northeast, so decided to get involved and I'll go do one myself.
We were approached by the organiser, Mr. Old, who came with the proposition of having this event.
My profession, I'm a builder.
Obviously, we looked at it with some trepidation, as it's the first one we knew about that had occurred, certainly in the northeast. And we went through the scenario as he predicted and discussed it in very open terms. Obviously, we were keen to establish his motivation behind having such an event, which we did. And from day one, he impressed us as an honest type of person who was keen on doing things properly and above board.
It's licensed for 3,750. People come in at that end through there'll be a special gate designed where the ticket checks can be done, security checks, searches, will all be done at that end. There'll be 2 perimeter fences around the whole of the main event, 2 6-foot perimeter fences.
It's true to say we would try and avoid having the event in the area if we possibly could. However, the alternative to that is to have an illegal, totally legal and unannounced venue where all of a sudden the area could be flooded by many thousands of people, which would be totally unannounced and totally beyond our control. So therefore, danger of public safety, road safety and everything else has to come into the front. And that's a consideration we give to it. So better, really, in blunt terms, better the devil we know than the devil we don't.
The word rave doesn't mean anything. I mean, a rave, it's taken over from like a disco thing, really. I mean, rave is a thing that's happening now, and it's about a large group of people coming to a place and basically to dance throughout the night to music. to the music that them want to listen to.
This we saw purely as a commercial venture to make money for an individual. Anything of that nature we look with some circumspection at, because it does have implication on the policing of the area. So it's not without its problems, but there's no real area I can point a finger at and say, well, that's sufficient for me to object to the event occurring.
They're all there for one reason, that's the music. There's a certain group of DJs playing a certain type of music that these people want to listen to. Well, the DJs that are coming are the best of it in the field, you know, the best DJs you can get. And without them, obviously it wouldn't happen.
Absolutely cracking show coming up for you between now and 10 o'clock. You've got Smokey Joe from 10 until midnight, right the way through to the witching hour. Don't forget, it's only 2 weeks to Nocturnal 2, The Return of the Beast. Ooh.
Raves have produced new stars. They're DJs like Smokey Joe. He can attract up to 5,000 people. They're prepared to pay £25 each to dance to the music he plays. His appeal is his skill in mixing and matching to create a new sound.
I am excited. I'm making a beat there. If that was fading in and out, it'd be kind of going woof, woof. You don't get a cut to it. So that originally comes from queuing the record up. While one's playing, you're queuing the other one in, getting it ready for the mix, if you were. And that's what it's for. That's why you have two. It takes a couple of minutes to get the tempo right, but then you're in the mix. Mixing started around 1979. Mixing then was really about showmanship and doing something different with these turntables that no one had ever seen before. Now we have mixing, which involves just continuous music without any gaps. Not just like stopping one record and starting another one, yeah? But actually finding the correct tempo required to match your previous record.
We don't need that anymore. Injected with a poison.
It's difficult to explain. Certain records have certain parts of them that are recognised by people, and that's the bit that people like about it. Yeah? You can cut those bits in and out as often as you want, as long as it's in the correct tempo. With other tunes, it's like mixing and matching tunes, making them go together, making new tunes out of them. I think a DJ becomes a good DJ the moment he knows exactly what to play, what he wants to play himself and for the crowd that he's playing to. So once you've discovered what you want to play, yeah, it's then much easier to get it right. This is just I suppose this is just an extension of my ego, I suppose. I tell you, it splits into two. You've got Belgium and Germany, right? Germany, you get noise, right? You get Kraftwerk, real noise, and it's like relentless noise. Belgium, you get melodies like this. They're just noises, but they're playing a melody. If I play you a German record, all you'd hear was da-down, 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 one note going over and over again.
A number of people have said to me, why have the police allowed this event to go ahead? And I point out to people that it's not a matter of the police allowing an event to go ahead or stopping an event. If several thousand people want to meet in a field, in a remote location, then they're not breaking the law, and it's not up to me to stop them. And I look upon this not as a legalised drug party, but as a party where people with a particular interest in a particular type of music have come to listen to that music all night.
I pay £8,000 for the police, more than St. James.